All right, Dan, go for it.
Hail and well met, my fellow HearthCoach players, and welcome to HearthCoach, the podcast that can help you be legendary. I'm your host, Dan, and this is my co host, Fred.
Hello, everybody.
He is a player of Legend Ranked, and I convinced him to coach me and record it in podcast form and put it out there so as to hopefully help some more of you make it to Legend also. Man, wouldn't you know I'd mess up the opening tonight? I guess I was just nervous. Oh well, all
You
good.
said Hearth Coach
Yeah,
players?
instead of
It's a
Hearthstone,
new
I said
game.
Hearth Coach. Yeah, new
It's all
game,
good.
right?
It's kind of a
So,
running gag that we have with the intro. How many
yeah,
times do we get it right?
man, I had it perfect. I was on a streak there for a while. That's okay.
Yep.
It's a special night, so I guess I had to mess up the opening to make it extra special. So, how are we doing tonight, Fred?
I'm doing really good, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing well. It hasn't been that long actually since we've done this. It's only been a few days. It hasn't even been quite a week yet.
Yep.
So but anyway, it's only been a few short days. After the show we did last Friday, I went out and saw that incredible show in town of Crowbar and High on Fire. Kirk, the guy who's the lead guy for Crowbar, he was just hanging out in the audience. I got to go up, shake his hand, say hi to him for a minute. So that was really awesome. Had a great time. Uh, the Hearthstone has been up and down. I hit 10. I got 10 and full of stars, and then yeah, got on a got on a bit of a losing streak and fell
Oh
back
no.
down to
No.
11 over the last few days. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got a few a question or two for our guest tonight. Maybe he can assist me. But
Gotta
I'm getting
crack the
ahead of
code.
myself.
Yep. Yep. No, we're
So
pretty excited. I mean, we probably should just jump into it because it's
yeah, that's I'm trying to do a regular show as best I can for our audio listeners, but that's really all I had to throw in there. Go
uh,
for it, my buddy.
well, I can tell you that I think I maybe I did hit Legend when we recorded on Friday, or it was shortly thereafter. I did it with Face Warrior of all things. I actually did a write up on it on Reddit, competitive
Awesome.
Hearthstone. So you guys should check that out. It's pretty fun deck. It's kind of silly. It sometimes lets you down, but it's a little bit different. Lets you grind wins easier. But today has been kind of a disaster. A lot of losses with Dragon Priest. You know our love
Oh
affair with Dragon
yes,
Priest.
yes.
So
Likes to break your heart. Yeah, she'll
yeah,
tease you a little bit, but just doesn't quite go all the way.
yeah.
But
But
uh,
I've been playing quite a bit because I'm off work this week. As it's Christmas week, so that's good.
yes,
But
it is.
yeah, that's basically been my couple of days. But anyway, we have a third person that you can see in the screen, and we want to welcome to the show our guest coach for this episode, Jab. How are you?
Hey, good to be on the show.
Yes, thank you for doing this, friend. It's really nice to have
hmm
you on tonight. I
Yep. So
anticipate we may learn a couple of things from you. I imagine.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
certain we will.
Mm.
yeah. So what I what I know, I mean, Jab plays for Team Hearthlytics, which is one of the kind of up and coming Hearthstone teams. I think it was formed last or this year. Maybe it was last year.
Yeah, I can talk about that a bit. Actually,
Please.
early this year, a real life friend of mine, his name is RJ, he like approached me and like I was basically the flagship player. Like he wanted to start all of this because of me, because I was getting into the competitive scene more. So yeah, I'm like the main reason the team was actually created was to like a house for me to grow myself in the scene, I guess.
Cool, excellent. What a friend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's because you made it to a later phase of BlizzCon last year, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I just made it to regionals last year. And then this year, obviously, I went all the way to BlizzCon and ended up finishing in the top 12.
Yeah,
That's right. So
that's pretty good, friend. That's quite an accomplishment, especially with the heavy competition out there. So way to go.
yeah, and I gotta say that I watched the whole time. Obviously, was rooting for my North American players, which you were one of them, and I was especially interested because you brought that casino mage, which made for some of the most exciting games I've seen. Like that game with Trump with the crazy like I can't even is a spell slinger into something into the fireball. I mean, it was just
Yeah,
awesome.
Spell Slinger into Tracking into Fireball.
That's right, into tracking. That's the one. Oh man, that was some of the most exciting stuff because that's what that deck does. But it was gutsy to bring something like that to it, and it worked out really well for you, giving that you made it to all the way to top 12. So
Mm,
congratulations on that. I know that probably a bit of a disappointment because you want to go all the way, but it's
Sure.
yeah, I'm
you're getting
still
closer, right?
still content with my placement.
Yeah, I'd be
Don't,
happy with a trip to BlizzCon and compete
Did
on the big screen. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but
big
eh,
stage. Was there a
that's it.
prize money associated with it?
yeah, there was, of course.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Everybody that went to BlizzCon basically was in the money, if I'm
yep,
not mistaken.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were all guaranteed money.
Do
Once
they
you got that far.
they put you up and fly you out and all that stuff's taken care of?
Yep, everything's completely paid for. Pretty awesome experience.
Oh, I can
Oh
only
man, I
imagine.
can't imagine. I
You
couldn't even
might
get
get there.
tickets to attend.
Even
Like a
like
person.
we get special pro player badges for BlizzCon too, so like we got in early and everything, just like backstage. Yeah,
Oh, so
it's
get to
nice.
that. Yeah. Well, excellent. Do it if you can. Way to
Hmm.
go. Uh, so maybe like let's back up. Do you mind doing a little bit more of the like the history of your Hearthstone professional career here? So you
Mm.
got into the house. Do you remember about when this was again? I'm sorry, I think you told us. So the team gets formed, and you guys move into to this house.
Oh no, not an actual gaming house. I mean
Okay.
like the team like nurtured me, I guess. That's
Okay.
what I meant to say.
All right.
Um,
I
yeah,
heard of some of them, some people actually like all moving into a house. So
we
so
actually have plans for that next year, but it
oh,
hasn't gone
cool.
through yet. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys like formed a team, and it's just been online practicing and doing tournaments up until till BlizzCon.
Hmm.
Okay, excellent. Uh,
So did you have a background in like physical card games or other kind of games? That's why you're kind of suited for this game?
Yeah, actually, I've played Magic the Gathering for about 10 years. I started when I was really young. I recently stopped playing though when I got into Hearthstone because it's kind of hard to focus on two card games if you want to be the best.
yeah, no, I stopped playing Magic about 10 years ago. I still got all
Okay.
the old
When
cards.
I started.
Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, basically, I forget which editions were coming out then, but yeah, I couldn't keep up with it. And anyway, this isn't a Magic the Gathering podcast. We could go on with the comparisons on that, but
Mm.
I've
We
it's
seem
just
to have that a lot happen where we have players that are Magic the Gathering people, and then
yep.
they transitioned into Hearthstone, and it seems to be a good way to do it. No, I didn't. I didn't play Magic at all. I just went straight into Hearthstone, but I know a lot of people do. So
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between the two games. Like
Oh yeah,
the skill for Magic definitely translates over.
but the online virtual aspect of being able to play Hearthstone just makes it so much more appealing and easier for competitive action.
Yeah, not having to travel like long distances to play in tournaments is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine to do that occasionally, but like with Magic, you have to go out every week or
Yeah,
to
well,
local shops
it's
and stuff.
it's not even so much having to for me, to get out and actually having to get out and play and stuff sometimes, just to like have some fun. But Ooh, that was an expensive game to try and keep up with. If you really wanted to play, especially if you wanted to play at all like competitively, just to keep up with the cards, much less trying to travel and hit all the tournaments and stuff. So yeah, that's one of its drawbacks, and I think one of the reasons we're all playing Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Cool.
even more expensive because some people tend to think that there's a pay to win aspect to Hearthstone because you have to buy these packs and all this stuff. You feel like Magic is even worse?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, there's pro players that haven't even spent any money. Like, they just got it all through playing arena or whatever. With Magic, it's like required to invest. Like, individual
Okay.
cards can be upwards of $50. It's pretty
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. You have to buy the packs if you're going to
Yeah.
play Magic, and then there'll always be the certain tier, upper tier decks that people are playing in tournaments. Because unless it's changed, it's been a long time. But is it still like you bring like one deck to the tournament, and that's the deck you would play with?
Yeah, that's still how it
Yeah.
is.
Yep. So that would then make certain cards cost a lot of money, and you end up either having to buy boxes and boxes of cards, hoping you get the good ones, or you end up having to spend large bank buying them individually. What, like you said, what, $50? You kidding me? That I don't.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
just for one card, like a whole deck
Yeah,
is like 300 to 500.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
haven't
So
spent that. I haven't spent $300 on Hearthstone since it started,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
and
think I have either.
I have all the. I don't have all the cards, but I got all the necessary cards and enough dust to make any card I would possibly need if something developed in the meta where I go, oh, hey, need that one, bam. So
Okay. All right. So you played Magic. You got into Hearthstone pretty early on, like beta, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I started in closed beta. Actually, I was like on Facebook, like begging my friends to give me a key, and eventually someone came through. So yeah, I got in that way.
excellent, good friend.
Mm.
So you played Arena to kind of build your collection as you were describing, or did you actually put money up to just accelerate it?
Yeah, at first it was mostly just grinding arenas. Like I watched Trump's stream back then, I believe. He was actually like my first inspiration to get into the game further. And then
Mm-hmm.
after a while, I decided I wasn't really enjoying arena. I just like the constructed competitive aspect of the game, so I just invested then to get whatever other cards I still needed.
Okay, yeah, sounds about how the way the rest of us have kind of done it.
So
Pretty
did you
good.
like hit Legend right away, or did it take a while to kind of get going?
Yeah, I got Legend in the first ranked season where it was possible to, so that was right after closed beta. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've been
Yeah,
Okay.
Legend ever since.
Yeah.
Frid's been
So
legend since he started playing. It just hasn't been quite that long yet.
Mm.
well, I know there were a few months that I was struggling to get it. This is when Miracle Road was all the rage. It was too complicated for me.
I
So,
lost I
I,
lost to a Miracle Rogue yesterday.
oh, it's somewhat
Yeah,
back.
it's
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
back. The Tomb
yeah,
Pillager giving it coin accelerates the deck a bit.
yeah.
I
It
saw
was
a guy today backstab his pillager so he could kill it, so he could get the coin, so he could cycle more. Like to be able to.
That's
I was
kind of
like,
weird.
this is that's kind of a creative way, but yeah. He
Mm.
traded it so they could get the coin, but to do that, he had to backstab it anyway. It was interesting. All right, so
kind of kind of like
2014.
backstabbing your Nerubian.
Well, yeah, that's the Dan play that he's been wanting to do since he's been
It's
playing Rogue.
Hey,
it's
that play won me
pretty
a game. That play won me a game once. I'll say
it's pretty anti-value though.
Yes.
it was just a finishing move. It gave me enough threat on the board because he was like down to 5, and it gave me enough threat, and his hand was like about empty to finish him off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a lot of people are experimenting with eggs in the Raptor Rogue, but it's like pretty hard to have enough ways to activate it. I guess most
Hmm.
people have found that out through playtesting it quite a bit.
Yeah,
yeah,
we that's what we've been running for a couple of weeks here, and
Yeah.
it's fun, but it's not very consistent. So,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
so
I can attest to the Raptor Rogue being inconsistent lately.
Yeah.
It's
So
a lot of
you
fun. I've had a lot
24.
of fun playing it, but
Yeah.
that's all I've been really playing on the ladder lately. And again, it kind of feels like another uh, dragon priest almost. Kind of
Yeah.
streaky, goes great for a while sometimes, and then man, just crash.
That new rogue list that Super JJ made with Auctioneers and Malagos in Pillager seems pretty sweet. I haven't got to try it out yet though.
Yeah, we may. I don't even. I would have to make a Maligos. I don't have it, but with Warlock and Rogue, I could probably. I have Dust. I'm just cheap for some
Oh yeah,
reason.
I
I
know.
don't
I'm gonna
like to
say, what do you?
spend it.
You're sitting on all that dust. Like, forget how much you
Yeah.
said you had. You had enough to probably just about make all the other legendaries as it is.
Mm.
All right. So talking about your career path, 2014 you make regionals. 2015 you actually made BlizzCon. Maybe we pause there for a second and you can tell us about that experience, like what it was like being on the stage and like with the crowd. I mean, I'm assuming it was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. Like I never expected to go all the way. Like I knew it was possible, but there's a lot of like RNG, I guess you can call it. Like you have to have uh, good variance to get all the way. Like there's a lot of steps to get there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's a great experience.
you still got to make
And
all like the right moves and be in the right place to take advantage and
Yeah.
know what to do with the RNG when it comes your way and all. I like the RNG in the game. I think it's there enough to keep it interesting. Um, I don't know. What do you think about the amount of RNG that's in the game? That seems to be a little bit of a debate sometimes. Do you think there's enough? Do you wish there was more, less?
I think the game is actually fine how it is. Like skill still prevails overall. Like if you
Right.
look at players like Firebat, he just consistently top finishes in every tournament. It's like yeah, uh, correct. Actually, most of the game is outside of the game. So like deck building, strategizing, like what lineup you want to bring against what the prospected field is, etc. Like the actual play is less of uh, less of a percentage of what goes into winning. I think it's mostly just like deck building and yeah, all the other stuff that goes into it.
Team practice,
Yeah.
all those cool things.
yeah, you have
Excellent.
those teammates scouting out the meta to see what people are playing and kind of test out what works, what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm sure it helps. Um, so how was there like the North American guys like hang out together? You don't see each other. Did you meet some of the Europeans or maybe Asia or China? How, was there any of that going on, or you were kind of individually hanging out at
Mostly
BlizzCon? I
just
mean,
everyone hanging out with everyone, I guess. Like I spoke to the Asian players quite a bit and the European guys. There wasn't really much of a separation, I think. Everyone is like pretty cool in the Hearthstone scene, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, we've had like pretty good experience with at least all of our listeners have been great people, real positive and whatnot, and it seems to be generally how it goes for most of the scene, from at least from what we've seen anyway. Thank goodness. That's what's I guess one of the other nice things about it.
I guess Hearthstone compared to other games is the player base is generally a bit older. Like you see a lot of younger guys in other esports, I'd say. So there's like a maturity level there, I guess.
Yeah, well, could be. I don't know, Fred. What do you
that's
think? You
true.
think it appeals to the older players?
And we're ancient for gaming. If you really think of, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
old, and Dan would be like a relic of the
I
past,
know.
man.
I would love to like show up and do some casting for a tournament or something, and see me show up with all them young guys up there, and I start making references to the '80s and whatnot. And people would be like, "Huh? What's he talking about?"
All right, so looking ahead at, I mean, the year is kind of winding down. What are you looking forward on 2016? You have some kind of big plans on make the new format. It's now all seasonal. So are you gonna just hit it hard right away? Is that the plan,
Yeah,
or is it
definitely.
secret? I don't.
I've already started like trying really hard this season to push for top ranks on ladder and start collecting points. Like there's like 5 times as much money in the game next year for the championships.
Oh,
So definitely
that
want to shoot for
that's
that.
got to be appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it increased it to like $1 million. So it's
Right?
definitely something that's
Right.
appealing.
And this is
Yeah.
all this is money that just Blizzard's putting in, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So, like, who knows if it, who, what other tournaments could develop along the way if the popularity's strong and there's call for it.
Yeah, I think esports has really taken off quite a bit in 2015, and 2016 looks like it's going to be even more growth, so it's going to be exciting for sure.
We like the
So
sound of
you're
that.
yeah, so you're planning on hitting ladder as well as tournaments to try to do it, or
Yeah, every way possible to collect points, open tournaments,
you
ladder,
just
yeah, be doing it all.
you just gonna grind it out to amass those points. Yeah,
Yep,
it's gonna be tough.
this is my job, so I have to put
Yeah.
in 100%.
We'll be cheering you on.
Very good. Well, before we get into the deck that we're gonna play, was there anything else that you may want to mention here for our listeners about the team or about you?
Guess I'm ready to play some games.
Okay.
Right. Well, you're obviously very well known out there as uh, a master of hunter. I'm not sure how that came to be. Is that something that it's just something you favor, or?
Actually, I was one of the kind of originators of the mid-range hunter archetype. Like, back then when I started playing the deck, no one really was playing that style. They're just playing face hunter. No, there wasn't much Savannah high main being played. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was kind of one of the first to take on like playing Savannah high main, which kind of is the staple of the mid-range hunter archetype. And ever since, yeah, I just played thousands of games with the deck, so I pretty much perfected my play with it. I've used it to many high ladder finishes. I finished rank 1 back in May this year, I think, with mid-range hunter. Yeah.
Okay.
Is
I
that when Undertaker was around, or
That
no?
was after Undertaker's
After.
nerfs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got one more important question for you, and I can't believe I forgot. I even had this one made a note about
Hmm.
asking you about this because I figure this is just something that I struggle with, and I figure if I have a problem with this, others got to be. But uh, is there how do you avoid even going on tilt to begin with, or is that even like possible? Because I know I find like last night, like after I lost like 5 games in a row, I was done. There was no way I was going to be able to play any more games. I had to put it up, and I was finished. And but that happens to me more often than I would like it to, and I know that my lack of being able to get more games in because I get
Hmm.
on tilt like that is one of the reasons probably that I haven't gotten to legend yet. Um, is there any advice you can give to to me and probably everybody else out there that might help with either avoiding playing on tilt or getting just not going there or um, sorry, I kind of jumped this question with you. I know you weren't expecting this one at all.
No, it's
So, uh, is there
uh,
anything because along the way you had to have come along moments where it's like you've had some like losing streaks and had to like take a step back. Does that happen to you a lot, or did you just because you seem like a pretty mellow, casual kind of person, and I'm like, I'm sitting here talking to this guy, he probably doesn't even know what going on tilt is.
Yeah, like
Am
the
I am,
pulse
am I
doesn't
correct in
raise.
that
He's just
assumption?
yeah, it's actually funny that you asked me that. I'm probably one of the most untiltable players. Like,
Okay.
you should check out my streams sometime. I'm just like mellow most of the time, unless something really, really ridiculous happens. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
No. Cause yeah, as we're talking to you, and I'm sure it translates, you seem like a pretty Like, yeah,
Mm,
it'd probably take a lot for it to start to bother you. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll soak in some of that to the coaching tonight.
we'll see.
Yeah,
All right.
very good.
Well, thank you. I
All right,
appreciate it.
well, yep. I want you. I think you posted this deck on Twitter today, if I saw it correctly. But we have it up on the screen here, so
Hmm.
maybe you can talk us through your choices of cards and kind of the general strategy. We have played Face Hunter in the podcast before. We haven't played mid range, so I think it's something people would like to know
All
how it
right.
works, how it wins, and what are the choices here.
Yeah, Face Hunter plays quite a bit differently from mid range. Mid range Hunter is more of a board control oriented deck, so comparable to something like Zoo, I guess. Um, so we'll go through the card choices. First of all, uh, you either play like Hunter's Mark or Owl as your tech against getting through taunts, big minions, etc. Cards like Twilight Drake. It's just a really big tempo swing combined with cards like Haunted Creeper or Web Spinner.
Hmm.
Um, the
I've been
trap,
the, I've
yeah,
been I've been the victim of a big like 3/6 dragon getting Hunter's Mark, and you're like, no, why? so,
the
so
card's
I know the
really
feeling.
powerful, but you can't really
Yes.
afford to play two of it because then you'll have too many times where you just have like a bunch of reactive cards in your hand and you can't actually develop. Uh,
Yeah.
the trap choice is interesting. Like I had been experimenting with the bear trap and snake trap combination, but I feel like the meta actually slowed down quite a bit recently, other than aggro shaman. So I went back to double freezing because bear trap is more of a tech against other aggressive decks. Freezing trap has just always been probably the most consistent trap overall. Uh, that's like the golden standard for mid range hunter. You just take the board and then you can leave them up with one minion and just go face at that point.
Those are
Um,
the only traps in the deck.
yeah, just two freezings. An interesting choice that I just recently tried out is the Ragnaros. Actually, I wanted extra tech against decks like Reno Lock, Control Priest, etc. I felt like I was just running out of steam too often, and he's just another good finisher. And after I added the Ragnaros, I'm like, well, King's Elic now looks a lot more good because we have like extra expensive cards to win the joust.
Hmm. Nice.
Um, the rest of the list is pretty standard. One Belcher, so we don't get completely ran over by Aggro Shaman and Secret Paladin.
So is the rack there just as a big guy? To, we like rag. We put it in an
Yes.
aggro paladin before that we used to run. But
Surprise.
what would be what would be the alternative if you don't have a rag, for example?
Alternative. Actually, I've tried King Crush before. He's actually a decent finisher in this deck, as silly or as non-standard as it seems. Uh,
Hmm.
or like a second Sludge Belcher as well, just having more resilient later or mid to late game minions. It's fine.
Oh.
So I mean, you're just trying to play on curve most of the time. Is that the idea here? You go, creeper or jug or scientist, companion, shredder, or houndmaster, and just kind of play your curve.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as Secret Paladin, like just playing your strongest minion on curve every turn. That's what you mulligan for also, like the creeper, the juggler, the scientist, and the companion. There are a few rare cases where you like keep Eagle Horn Bow or Unleash, but mostly you're just looking to play your strongest minion every turn and control the board until you can drop a Savannah, and then after turn 6 normally is when you just go face with everything.
Right. Any combos that are notable that people should try to save or combine cards to play together?
Yeah, Knife Juggler and Leash against Secret Paladin and Zoo is pretty huge. Other than that, yeah, that's about it.
The Houndmaster, you just try to make it hit something. Or play. Yeah.
Yeah, you hope you get value, but often like you'll still just play it on turn 4 even if you don't have a target, just because like, 4 damage a turn is quite a bit.
Yeah. And you can't afford to pass on turn
Yeah,
4.
you
That's
don't just want to like hero power on turn 4. Like even if you can't get value, you still just play your 4/3.
Okay.
okay. Well,
Good
I'm
to know.
excited to try this.
Alright.
Yes. Let's do
Let's
it.
go for it.
Got a couple matches in here. Oh, make sure I click on the correct.
Yeah, let me open Hearthstone.
Yep. Did you start playing then?
Yep. I clicked the.
Okay, I'm spectating right now.
I'll be in a sec.
All right. Well, I'm going.
We'll tell you what's going on.
I
Against
drew
Priest.
second. I'm going second. I got the King Zealot, the Mad Scientist, Ragnaros, and Animal Companion. I know I'm not keeping Ragnaros. We don't want Animal Companion now, do we?
Alright.
Right.
That hand sounds really good. Like you have perfect curve because you're using your coin on turn 1 to play a 2-drop. So you just go like Scientist into Alec into Companion. So yeah, I would keep
Okay. Keep Companion.
those 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Send Ragnaros back.
Send Rag back,
Yes.
and we got Lotheb, which isn't too bad. It's almost on curve. It's
Yep.
close.
We'll draw something. I trust it. Okay, it's turn 1 for the Priest. Full health for cards. He passes.
Okay, on my first turn here, I drew the Knife Juggler. Play the Alec.
Alright, so against Priest, the 3/2s are very good, like playing them eternal normally to contest Northshire or Chow or what have you.
Okay.
So
That sounds like the right idea then. Play the King Alec.
yeah.
Coin it out. All right. Cool beans. And the joust. I win with my Knife Juggler because it beats the Twilight Gulp.
Oh, so
Awesome.
it's Dragon Priest.
Yes, we're
All
playing
right.
against the Dragon Priest. So I now have both my Knife Jugglers in my hand. The Mad Scientist, Lotheb, and Animal Companion.
All right, it's turn 2 for the Priest. He's hanging on to 5 cards. And come on, pass. Don't do anything.
Yeah, the 2/4
He
turret would
passed.
be bad for us. He passed.
Man. All
This is
right.
going well.
Ragnaros is wanting to be around, man. He's just determined to hang out for the game. So that's the card I drew. I guess I'm going to just go ahead and play the Mad Scientist now.
Yeah, we want to get out the Scientist as early as possible to get the freezing and start locking down what he's trying to do.
All right, so that's what I do. I played the Mad Scientist. I attacked with my Alec, and that's my turn.
All right, it's turn 3 for Priest. He's at 27, and he plays a Brand Brunsbeard. That's exciting.
Interesting.
Oh, you don't think this is maybe a Reno dragon thing, do you?
I haven't seen that, but you never know. I put Bran in
don't-
my Dragon Priest before.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
works well with Blackwing Crafter, I guess.
Well, anyway, I drew the Savannah Highmane on this turn. So I guess I'd go ahead and play the Animal Companion.
Yep.
And I get Leok.
Leok. So Leok lets us take out the Bran.
With my Alec, take the Alec.
Yes,
And
we
trade
don't
it
wanna give
into
him value.
Bronzebeard. And then
Yep.
attack with my Scientist. And I still have my Knife Jugglers and Lotheb, Ragnaros, and the Savannah Highmane in my hand.
All right, he's down to 24. It's turn 4. He plays the Wyrmrest Agent, and he heals himself for 2. Sounds like he finally drew the dragon he was looking for. All right.
Okay, on my 4th turn, I draw my other animal companion.
Alright, so we have a couple options here. We can either play our 2 knife jugglers and try and snipe his Wormrest agent, or we can play our animal companion. I think I would lean towards just playing on curve with the 2 jugglers and hopefully get a lucky 50-50 flip onto his minion.
Alrighty, I
And
like that.
you're not concerned with Holy Nova? Just asking. If he has it, he has it.
Yeah, like we can't really play around it much here anyway.
Yeah.
And
We
we
got
get
it.
the coin flip. We played both of them.
Let's just trade our scientists in.
I use my scientist to take out that. What was that? The Wormrest agent.
Wormrest Agent. Yeah. All right. It's turn 5 for Priest. He is 6 cards, and there's Holy Nova. So he kills 2 jugglers and hurts Leok for 2 and heals for 2.
Yeah,
But that's the end of the turn.
that's fine. Like we have a really strong curve with Lotheb into Savannah Hymen, so we'll just keep following our curve here.
All right, so I drew a hunter's mark. Gonna play the Lotheb, and I still got the Ragnaros, the Savannah, the animal companion in my hand. Go to his face for 2 points with Leok.
So
That's my turn.
even if he steals it with a Cabal, you could trade it, I guess, or do stuff. He's gonna steal it with Cabal on turn 6. So he took Leok.
All right, I drew a Houndmaster. Well,
Okay. Alright, so
yeah.
if we trade Lotheb into the Leok, we can set up Freezing Trap for his Cabal Shadow Priest. It does leave our Lotheb vulnerable to like a Blackwing Corruptor, but
Okay. So we're gonna
overall,
take out the Leok. We're gonna play the Savannah Hymen.
Yep.
Play Savannah Hymen. And that's our turn.
When's the last time you've seen a Kazan Mystic jab?
A couple weeks ago, probably.
There's the Corruptor that we were talking about, and he swings in and he gets the Cabal frozen. So the Corruptor went into Lotheb and killed it. And then the Cabal went to his hand and he healed back up to 26.
Alright, so now we're at the state I was talking about earlier. Like, past turn 6, normally you just send everything to their face. So,
okay,
we have 7 mana worth of stuff to do.
So we're gonna play the Houndmaster and Animal Companion?
Yep.
Alright, Houndmaster on the Savannah Hymen. Play the Animal Companion. And I get Huffer.
Alright, Huffer actually tempts us to trade here, so we're a bit better against Light Bomb. So I think we're going to send Huffer into his Blackwing Corruptor.
Okay.
And the Savannah at his face.
That's what I'm doing. 8 damage.
Hit him for 8.
And that's my turn.
Have you heard about the Savannah Hymen rule, Dan?
What's the Savannah Hymen rule?
They say that if you hit with Savannah Hymen in the face, you win the game always.
Oh, okay. Well, I like that.
I think that holds true most of the time. The only time it hasn't was a couple of games I played against Control Warrior where they just have like 50 life.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I drew a Haunted Creeper then. I got a Web Spinner, Hunter's Mark, and Ragnaros in my hand. But I got this pesky Twilight Guardian in the way.
Alright, yeah, we can use our Hunter's Mark here to take out his 3/6 pretty easily with our Hyena.
Okay, that's right. That thing's 0. Alright, and then play the Ragnaros?
Rag?
Yeah, I think we just go for it. Like, we saw Death already, and it looks like he doesn't have Light Bomb with the way he played. So I think we're in the clear to just play it.
Play Ragnaros. Really
I mean, this is the play I describe where I get destroyed when I play Twilight Guardian with Hunter's Mark, and we
Yeah.
just did it. And he's down to 4 because Rag hit the face. He plays a museum curator,
Even if he
and
found a
he's
way
this,
to clear our board here, like, we're gonna end up winning by just hero powering him.
and he steals the hyena, and he concedes after saying it was a mistake.
All right. Well, that went well. Let's do
Yeah.
that again. So that put me on a win streak and into 10 again, which is nice.
There we go.
I've been. Oh, what do I? Oh. Okay. That's the button I want to push, not the back button.
That seemed pretty straightforward there. We had all the curve. The only thing I wasn't sure is the 2 jugglers. I sometimes get nervous because of the Holy Nova, but I guess you just do it.
Well, it also forces him to use it, and then it's out of the
Right.
way. Is that the idea too? Try and make him use it.
If we would have just played like Animal Companion that turn, we might not have gotten a clean trade into his Wormrest. Also, he could have likely just played like a Blackwing Corruptor there or something. Like baiting
Yeah.
out the Holy Nova when we have Lotheb into High Main is fine because we're still just way ahead every turn.
Okay, well, in this game, I'm going first. I got a Dr. Boom, Houndmaster, and Sludge Belcher. I don't think we're keeping any of these.
Yeah,
We're open.
mulligan everything. Just always looking for our 2-drop minions.
All right, well, we get
There it is.
a Med Scientist, Savannah, and Animal Companion, so that's
Right.
not too bad. And
Decent.
we get the Eagle Thorn Bow. Can't do anything first turn.
All right, this is a paladin. He's going second, and he plays Zombie Chow. Grumble.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
So we still gonna go ahead and play the Mad Scientist?
Alright. The problem with Scientist here is that he attacks into with his zombie Chow, and he can also use the Chow the following turn to proc the Freezing Trap.
Right.
We do have the Eagle Horn Bow, so I'm considering just hero powering.
Okay, I'll go ahead and hero power this turn.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I was thinking.
Like, the Scientist doesn't really accomplish anything here.
Right. All right, turn 2 for paladin is a shielded mini bow. Oh, no, it's a knife juggler. Okay. And he hits us in the face with juggler.
No,
with Zombie Chow. Zombie Chow.
Right. So I go ahead and play the Eagle Thorn Bow now and take out the Zombie Chow?
We'll take out
Take
the
out the
juggler
juggler.
first.
We'll take out the Juggler first? Okay.
Yeah, then we can gain 5 life after from the Chow.
Plus the 3 knives
That's what I
from
do.
Muster that are coming.
Oh,
Because he has it on 3.
Muster.
Oh no. Another
maybe
Zombie
he
Chow. He's holding it back? Maybe. Alright, so he plays Zombie Chow and Recruit and hits us in the face, bringing us down to 23.
All right, so now I'm going to use the bow and take out a Zombie Chow.
Correct. And we can follow our curve with Shredder. Highest impact play here.
All right, we play Piloted Shredder now. In my hand, I still got the Haunted Creeper, Lotheb, Animal Companion, Mad Scientist, and a Savannah High Main. And that's my turn.
Alright, it's Paladin. He's at 28, has a Zombie Chow and a Recruit, and 4 mana, and he plays a Alder Peacekeeper on our Shredder.
Actually, mid-range Paladin is quite a difficult matchup for mid-range Shredder because they have so many ways to answer High Main now, like 2 Outdoors and 2 Keeper of Ultimans.
Okay, well, I drew Houndmaster that turn. It's turn 5. Do I do Mad Scientist, Animal Companion?
We have a couple options here. It's either Lotheb or play a 3-drop and a 2-drop. The thing is, like, with the lower mana minions, you can weave them in better later. Whereas,
Okay.
like, we won't be able to play Lotheb in combination with something necessary later. So I think it's best to just use as much mana as we can in one card. So yeah, I'd play Lotheb here.
All right, we'll play Lotheb to trade into the Silverhand Recruit.
Yep.
Hey, you know what happens to minions that get Aldor? They become dude killers. That's all they
Yeah.
do for the rest of the game.
So I used my piloted Shredder to take out his.
Oh wow! So he traded the Zombie Chow into the 1/2, and out came a Knife Juggler, and he traded his Aldor into it. He plays a Shielded Minibot and a Recruit, and
What
that's
was
his
that?
turn.
What was that 1/2 again? I'm blanking on the name.
A piloted Shredder that
That's
was
it.
1/2.
All right, it's turn
He's
6. I drew a kill command. Still got the Houndmaster, Haunted Creeper, Animal Companion, Mad Scientist, and Savannah Highmane. So you want to play the Savannah Highmane now?
Yeah, it's normally always high main on 6.
It's kind of like Dr. Boom on 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Mysterious Challenger.
On 6,
Um,
okay. You use the Lotheb to take out the Zombie Chow?
I don't think there's much of a reason to trade here. Like,
Okay, just go to his face then with the Lotheb?
yeah, face. Like if we turn to the Chow, he just gets to trade back the same way. Like we slightly play around equality, but not by much.
All right, turn 6. There's the equality that Jab was talking about, and the Recruit takes out Lotheb. The Minibot takes out the Highmane, and the Chow takes out the Hyena. There's still one Hyena left, and he plays a Refreshment Vendor.
Which puts us back up to 30. Now it's my
Full
turn
health.
7. I drew a Knife Juggler, a Kill Command, Houndmaster, Haunted Creeper, Animal Companion, and Mad Scientist.
Alright, so
7.
maximizing our mana usage. We have a couple of combinations we can do. We can do like Houndmaster plus Companion, or we can do Juggler plus another 2-drop plus Companion.
I say, Houndmaster, Animal Companion.
Yeah, that's what I would lean towards here, I think. Because we're not guaranteed.
Houndmaster. Well, I have a beast to use it on.
Yeah, we're not guaranteed to
the-
get Houndmaster value later.
I get Leok, go to his face with the 5/4.
Actually, I'd hit the 3/5 here. We
Alright,
just need to
taking
play
out-
for void at this point.
What was that thing I just took out? Here,
Refreshment
I took out his
Vendor.
Refreshment Vendor with my
All right,
hyena that's beefed up.
all right. Turn 7. He's got 5 cards. There's a 2/1 Minibot on his side. He's at 27. We have a 5/1 Taunt Hyena, a 5/3 Houndmaster, and a 2/4 Leok. He takes his Minibot into the Hyena, places Sludge Belcher, and then Recruit. And that's his turn.
Okay, I drew a King's Elic. Still got the Knife Juggler, Kill Command, Haunted Creeper, and Mad Scientist.
We don't want to play too many of our 2 health minions at once, because then we're really weak to Consecration. So I think we're saving the Juggler for a later turn, maybe after we draw Unleash or something. I think
Okay.
I'd probably lean towards starting with the Elic and then see what happens.
Alright, we're gonna play the King's Elic. I get Ragnaros out of it. His Wild Pyromancer.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Man, you saw it coming, or you've seen it many times.
Okay, so do we use the Kill Command on the Belcher or the Houndmaster?
I think we'll hold the Kill Command and just get this good trade while we can with our Houndmaster. And then we can follow up with Scientist, Creeper, and Hero Power.
Scientist.
It was Scientist.
Oh.
All right,
Ah.
that's fine. Just Hero
But
Power.
did we play the... Oh yeah, I wanted to hold that as a
Sorry.
Consecration. That's
For
right,
the
though.
Unleash combo, yeah. This happens every now and again. So you play a Knife Juggler instead of the
that-
Scientist.
Yeah, I got in a rush and I didn't I grabbed the wrong.
Alright, so
Right.
he's peacekeepering the Elec and Seal of Light on the Juggler
Interesting.
and coining out another refreshment vendor. He's down to 1 card. Alright.
I draw a quick shot. So maybe I'm gonna get lucky and my stupidity is not gonna cost me in this game.
All right. So it's unlikely that his 1 card left is Big Game Hunter. So I'm leaning towards just going for the Ragnaros here.
Okay. Do we want to get rid of his other minions?
We don't really have many good trades on board, so we're probably just pushing all to his face. And then
Okay.
our Rag has a 2 out of 3 to kill one of his minions.
All right. So I play Ragnaros. I'm attacking with the rest of my minions.
Alright, we put him down to 23, and Ragnaros takes out the Aldor Peacekeeper. Alright, out comes Dr. Boom. And a recruit. And refreshment vendor takes down Leok.
I draw a Savannah Hymen. I got the quick shot, kill command, and mad scientist.
Alright, so what we want to do this turn is giving our Rag the best odds of hitting his 7/7.
Okay.
So the best way to go about this, we're probably going to kill off 2 of his 1/1s with our King's Elk and our Haunted Creeper.
Take out the
You do the bombs
his
or you do
minion?
the recruit?
The recruit. Because if you hit one of the bombs, then it might pop your other 1 too. So you might kill less minions overall that way.
Do I
So
go ahead and take out a bomb now?
Yeah, you can hit a bomb and then quick shot his 3/3 refreshment vendor and play High Main and Mad Scientist.
Alright, we're going with everything here. Okay.
Alright.
Alright. And Ragnaros goes face.
Alright, at least it didn't hit his boom bot.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
fine for us.
second best target, yes. Alright, so he's pointing the boom into high main, the boom bot into the creeper. Looks like the consecration. And a heal bot. And he has no cards left. He's at 23 health.
Alright, our Rag should probably just carry the rest of this game for us.
Okay, so just hero power and end turn.
Let's see. We probably want to kill command one of his minions. If we...
It don't matter, so we should just go ahead and take out the Dr. Boom, make sure he's gone.
Yeah, we probably don't want him to freezing trap his boom.
Alright, so I'm gonna kill... Yeah, kill command Dr. Boom.
Yeah, I like it. And if the Rag snipes his heal bot, then he won't be able to freeze that.
Okay, so that's what we do, and the goes face again. So this heal bot will negate the Rag damage, but
Yeah,
hey, that's
kind
fine.
of annoying.
We can keep doing this for a while. Alright, so he plays a knife juggler and the heal bot again. And the knife goes face.
Alright, we draw a Haunted Creeper, which I guess we'll go
It's
ahead
not bad.
and play the Haunted Creeper. Hero power. And we're going to hold on to our Hunter's Mark and end our turn and see what happens.
Rag is taking down Juggler, so he still can't kill it cleanly. Let's see.
Yeah, that was
There's
our
True
best
Silver
target,
Champion.
probably.
True Silver Champion goes right into Rag. So Rag did 24 to his face. as of right now. And
This
he
guy
goes face
plays.
with the yeah.
This guy
All
plays
right.
like every healing card.
Just, I guess, heal it in then.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
draw a knife juggler. So I guess we should
So
go ahead
we
and play the knife juggler.
Yeah. Juggle and then Hunter's Mark the 3/3 and
All
trade.
right. Yep. So I use my
trying to clear the
Hunter's Mark
board.
on his heal bot.
Yep.
Then I'm going to run my Haunted Creeper into the 3/1. See what happens.
Knife goes face and kills the 1/1 and hero power. Yep.
It's my hero power.
So the worst card would be Lay on Hands, right? Or something like that. Let's see.
Alright, we've used 2 Hymens and our Ragnaros, so our best draw is like Dr. Boo.
Dr. Boom, yeah.
But if he
Alright,
doesn't
so
get
the
healing, if he doesn't get healing, we just
Truce.
finish him with hero power over time.
Well,
yeah,
I draw
the
another
True
healing
Silver
trap.
went.
So, guess I play the healing trap and just go to his face for 4.
Yeah, I like it.
Ignore the.
You don't care about that recruit? I guess not, because he's dying. Well, he took the True Silver into what was that? I'm trying to recap. The Juggler. That's right.
Right.
So he's down to 5. He's got 2 cards. His recruit is getting frozen. Yeah. He plays Edric the Pure on a board of 1/1, so it didn't do anything. That's funny.
I draw a piloted shredder, which I guess I just go ahead and play.
Yeah, and we can just put him to 1. No reason to trade anything here.
Yeah,
Okay.
just go face.
So hero power. These 2 spiders are getting some work done tonight. These 2, yeah, spectral spiders.
Also, should play Shredder in the middle in case it spawns Flame
Yes.
Tongue or Direwolf.
We got him.
Alright, nice.
Oh, right. Thank you. And even with my faux pas,
Yeah.
pulled it off. Okay. That was a
He
little
hit-
bit of an episode 17 moment where I get into my dyslexia and ADD stuff.
So he played
Anyway.
16 healing, and then the Vendors was another 6, so like 22 healing, but the Rag hit him in the face a few times, so that did it. You do one more jab, or?
Those are exactly the type of matchups where you want Rag in.
So we got time. You got time for one more game?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. Well, you usually like to try and get 3 in, unless it ends up being some super long decks, long matches. Most of
We
them
were
are
playing Control Warrior a few months ago, and we played against a Mill Warrior. That thing was like 25 minutes.
Oh,
We won, but it was so long.
It was almost a 1-match night. Okay, I'm going second. I draw a Knife Juggler, Eaglethorn Bow, Web Spinner, and Unleash the Hounds. A couple of these cards are great later in the game.
I like this whole hand, but I don't know what Jab thinks.
Unleash is not too great against Rogue. Usually they only have 1 minion, unless Violet Teacher gets out of control. But Eaglehorn Bow is probably one of the best cards against Rogue.
Okay.
So
keep the Web Spinner and the Knife Juggler?
Yeah, keep everything except Unleash.
All right. And I get a Houndmaster out of it, which isn't the worst. All right. The Rogue skipped their first turn. I go... So I drew a Piloted Shredder. Got the coin, the Knife Juggler, Eaglethorn Bow, Web Spinner, and the Houndmaster. Do I just go ahead and drop the Web Spinner?
Yeah. No reason to use coin unless we had another 2-drop to follow up.
Yep. Sorry, Dan. I was looking at the chat, so that's why I didn't call out. So
no worries.
Turn 2, he weaponed up and hit the Web Spinner. We got a Fierce Monkey.
Oh, that's not bad. A Fierce Monkey out of the Web Spinner.
That's a really good one.
Okay, and we drew Animal Companion.
Alright, so Juggler is kind of very vulnerable against Rogue. Like, they just backstab it, so we're leaning towards coining out one of our 3-drops here.
So we're gonna coin out the Fierce Monkey.
Yeah, probably Monkey first.
That's awesome.
Let's show him what we
I'm
got.
just glad I get to on the podcast play a card called Fierce Monkey. There, I got to say that on the podcast, and that was my turn.
There's backstab on the monkey. There's a size 7 agent on the monkey.
Alright, this is the reason that bow is really important in this matchup.
Yep.
All right, on my third turn, I draw the kill command, but I imagine I'm going to go ahead and play the Eagle Thorn bow and remove the SI agent.
Yep.
Which is what I do. That's my turn.
All right, it's turn 4 for the rogue. He got a 1/1 weapon, and here's the teacher. And that's it.
Teacher. Yeah, teacher is kind of scary for us here. Let's
All right,
see.
well-
Oh, we got the hunter's mark though. It's probably the
so
best card.
we draw the Hunter's Mark. We got Kill Command, Animal Companion, Piloted Shredder, Knife Juggler, and Houndmaster. So play the Piloted Shredder.
Yeah, Shredder, and we'll take out the teacher with our hunter's mark and weapon.
All right.
Just don't want him to make a bunch of 1/1s. That's like the easiest way to lose against this type of rogue deck, is letting
Is this
teacher get out of control.
Is this
Yeah.
a Oil Rogue then?
Well, maybe.
Or
All right, turn 5, he plays the Azure Drake. No backstab, please. No backstab, and pass.
I think this is Miracle Rogue. I bet. All right. On my fifth turn, I drew a Mad Scientist. Got Kill Command, Animal Companion, Knife Juggler, and Houndmaster in my hand. I got 5 lovely mana to use. Animal Companion and Mad Scientist?
Yeah, that seems like the best option. And
Alright.
probably gonna end up trading. Make sure
Okay.
Shredder is in the middle.
Oh, Shredder in the middle. All right.
All right, a question
that.
here that we got Huffer. So do you keep the shredder or still trade it?
Think it's still fine to trade the Shredder here. Just get a bigger board. Like, either way, Flurry is gonna be good against us.
Got a mech warper.
And I go
So
to
in
the
that
face
case,
Yep.
Puffer.
Jab, where you knew you were gonna trade the shredder, would you do it first in case of Doomsayer or something weird like that, or not really?
It's like you either play around Doomsayer or you play around Mana Wraith. Like, if we trade first, then we get Mana Wraith. We're in a bad spot that way also. So, I think
Right.
I'd rather just play around the Mana Wraith than the Doomsayer.
Okay. All right, so he in turn 6 Fan of Knives twice, and it take out everything, and then he used a weapon on the mech warper, and we got the freezing trap up from the scientist.
And I draw my other Mad Scientist. I got Kill Command, Knife Juggler, and Houndmaster. Ooh, eek. Man, nothing to play the Houndmaster on.
Yeah, this might be one of those spots where we just play it naked. We do have the option of just like playing our juggler and our scientist and our hero power though. It's maybe even stronger.
All right, so we'll go ahead and drop the Knife Juggler,
Yeah.
the Mad Scientist,
Hold off on the Houndmaster for another turn. In case
and
we
Hero Power.
top deck a creeper or something.
All right, turn 7. Rogue is at 20. He has 7 cards. He is daggering up. A Kobold Geomancer.
Alright, he's 2 fans already. Looks like he's flurrying this.
Swing it into the face and flurrying our board away. And that's that. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Got a
we
beast.
draw King's Elec. So imagine that's what
Got
I
a bunch of big stuff left in the deck, so
So come on.
Ooh.
We tie with the piloted shredder and the tomb pillager, so that didn't work out. I just go ahead and play the Houndmaster, I imagine.
Yeah, I
On
mean
the Alec.
it's scary leaving up his spell power, but we don't have much of a choice at this point. Like, can't afford to sink our kill command into his 2/2. He has used
Yeah,
a
this
bunch
now
of AoE already.
Use both his knives.
doesn't
And a
look
blade
too
form.
good, but all right, turn 8, 6 cards. The Geomancer is still out there. 20 health for the rogue.
So our
Stinking.
best draws at this point is like Rag or Boom.
They're in there.
Is this ship?
Oh,
Is this ship? Ship? No
they're
backstab,
thinking
please.
about it.
He's pointing something at the Houndmaster. Sap.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
This is probably Eviscerate. Yep, Eviscerate on the Elec. Dagger. And pass. Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
Yeah, there's Dr. Boom, because anyway, there we are. Go ahead, and I don't even they ask. I just go ahead and play Dr. Boom.
Yep, one of the best cards against Rogue. One of the
Especially
best
after
cards in the
he
game in general, I guess.
used sap, so that's normally what they do. They just sap it and then it comes back.
Yeah,
All
Sap's
right.
not even good against it.
Plays another Azure Drake. That's a lot of spell power. But Eviscerate, one of them is gone, and all the fans are gone, and one Flurry's gone, so... Deadly Poison.
This has to be a
Eviscerate for 6 on Dr. Boom. Swing of the face. He takes 7.
I wonder why he equipped Poison then.
not sure, but
Yeah,
we
he didn't need it, right?
We draw our other Houndmaster. So do we play Houndmaster on Houndmaster?
Let's see. Wait, what are we doing with our boombots here?
I think we want to take out Kobold at least, right? Or at least...
So we don't really have to save the kill command for face at this point. Like, if we can just get board control here, we can win through hero powering him. So the play that gives you the best odds of clearing his board is kill commanding the Drake and then running a boombot into it.
All right. That's what I'm going to do. And that cleared the board.
Alright, so we
went off and took out the...
can play one Houndmaster into your power.
And the Boombot's still around.
I have one more Houndmaster in my hand after I hero powered and went to his face with the other Boombot.
Alright, he's down to 10. He's got the 3-1 dagger. Here's a heal bot. And a Tomb Pillager. And he takes down Houndmaster.
Alright, we draw a Haunted Creeper. So I guess I do that. Play the Houndmaster on the Haunted Creeper.
Yeah, we should, let's see, what are we doing with this boombot? It's annoying that he might get to freeze his heal bot. We can try running our boombot into his heal bot and potentially take it out, or put damage on the pillager.
Let's do it. Running the Boombot.
Went face for 2.
Just did 2 points to the face.
Oh.
Hero power.
What can you do? That's more like my Boombot right there, not the other one. Alright, turn maybe 11. Oh, another heal bot. Oh, wow. Double heal bot. He swings in with...
Too much healing.
Another heal bot goes back to his hand. Pillager takes down the creeper, dagger.
Right. Here's where
Takes down
Ragnaros
a.
would be ideal. Oh, there we go. We got it.
Hey,
we need
Ragnaros.
All right.
we
So
need
we
we
play.
need Jab on the show all the time.
I'm telling you, what. So we're gonna clear the board after we play Rag.
Thinking if there's a reason to trade the 4/3.
Maybe not.
So do we use the spider to take out his 5/1, his Tomb Pillager? What's left of it?
Yeah, I think we're going face with Houndmaster.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Go face with the Houndmaster.
Yeah, like we preserve more board this way if the Rag takes out his heal bot.
Damage.
He's got another one
Here.
right in the hand that costs 7.
Yeah.
It took
Alright.
it out. Alright, so he's down to 11. He's got 5 cards. 11 health, 1/1 dagger. We know one of them is heal bot. He saps Ragnaros, it does nothing, so I don't think that's what he's gonna do. By the
They're
way,
thinking hard.
one of our co-hosts from before, Black Wolf, is in the chat room, and he's very active there. He didn't like
Excellent.
tapping the Houndmaster. So, oh wow, Malygos comes down.
Interesting.
He goes face for 1 point, and that's it. We draw.
We draw a knife juggler.
Alright, so we either set up 50-50 to kill him or 50-50 to kill the Malagos.
Huh.
Wow, that's a
It's actually really tough.
Are you playing your card probably, or are you gonna keep it, the juggler?
yeah. Drew the knife juggler.
Probably playing it.
Yeah.
We're gonna hero power, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can do those things, I guess. Knife juggler.
And then we can.
Let's just go for the win, I guess. Why not?
Yep. Why
Let's
not?
do it.
You want me?
Hero power.
You want me
We're
to
gonna go to the face with the Houndmaster.
Yeah.
I should have flipped a coin or something. Oh boy, here we go. No!
So
It
when you
hit
say never
Malygos.
lucky.
Oh, so close.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't have it still. You never know. Oh no. What is this? It's from the left, which means he's had it for a while, perhaps. It's the auctioneer. It's the coin from the pillager, I guess. It's the preparation. Oh my god, this is ugly.
Yeah.
It's the sap on Rag.
Oh, okay, we might get another chance to lethal him if he doesn't,
It doesn't-
finish this here.
It's the shiv on Houndmaster, looks like. Yep.
Alright. Good news is we're not dying this turn, right?
It's a shiv on the juggler. Yeah, we could always draw kill command. We still have it, right?
Yeah, or just 1 out of 3 with Rag.
Ooh.
Freezing trap.
Alright.
Okay. Well, there
think
goes
we-
Rag.
Rag and freezing trap. Hero power doesn't really get you any closer because he has heal bot.
Alright, 1 in 3 here for all the marbles. One more time. It takes down Malygos. It really hates Malygos. Like, can he do 16 here? It's possible, right? But Eviscerate's gone. Shivs are gone. There's oil. Alright, so he heals back to 13. And he's pointing at Rag with something. And now he changed the face. And back to Rag. And back to the face. And it's SI7 agent into our face. And preparation. He is down to his last card. And he is going to pass. Sludge Belcher.
That
Well,
might keep us alive.
We
he
draw
doesn't
the
have sap
Sludge
anymore.
Belcher,
Yeah.
the Hero Power. And then we end our turn and see what Rag's going to do.
He kills Auctioneer.
That's
And
probably
he's
the
out of
worst
cards.
ones. Because we actually don't
Yeah.
mind if he draws because he fatigues.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I wanted him to
does
draw
he
a bunch.
take damage if it's out there?
Yeah.
And he gets
Yeah,
his...
every time he
We're just
draws.
giving him a life back with our freezing traps.
This is the 4th heal bot. That's fine. I mean, it still needs to do something about Rag, and he can't do anything about Rag, actually. Alright, so he's pointing at Belcher. It's probably backstep. The second backstep. Yep. And the
Well, they're down to the fuse. They're gonna have to figure something out here.
he's got 6 cards on the hand. That's the heal bot again.
Yeah, we might just win through fatigue. Like Rag just kills all his minions off.
Yep. And he
So
runs the SI into Belcher and Deadly Poison to take down the slime. Okay. And we draw a bow.
We draw Eaglethorn Bow.
think we're hitting the 3/3.
All right, take out the 3/3.
Because, yeah, oil is really scary if our Rag misses the 3/3.
So we hero power.
But he has Blade Flurry, right? One more, or he
Yeah,
has used
he
both?
should have one more.
Alright. He's down to 7. Is this oil? He's Emperor Thorazon.
Alright. Looks like we win then,
And
unless we're dead
he
here.
goes face with the dagger. He daggers up and plays a Blade Flurry, bringing us down to his concession. He conceded. He brought us down to 7, but he was dead because of fatigue.
And
Woo.
I make it into 9. Yay. At least I can say every month I'm making it into the single digits still.
Yes. Yeah, Ragnar's definitely improved his worth in these past couple games.
I
Like,
always
My
did like
goodness.
that guy. I see myself playing this deck some more in the future.
Is it because BGH has cycled out of the meta, or just luck? Because, I mean, generally you play Rag and it gets BGH and you're like, oh, that's it.
Well, sometimes their BGH will already be used on like Boom or something. Like, yeah, rogues normally don't play BGH, so that's not an issue. The meta is just
good.
slower in general now. Like, in a slower meta, you need more finishing potential in a deck like Hunter. So,
Cool. Well, that was very educational and much fun, my friend. I will be playing this deck on ladder in the
Cool.
future. I think I kind of got an idea of how it's supposed to work. So thank you very much for coming on tonight and giving us some of your time. I do appreciate it.
yeah, no
And,
problem.
And
It's a lot of fun.
I'm sure in your future endeavors, us and the rest of the HearthCoach family will be cheering you on as you play in these tournaments and whatnot. So we look forward to watching your progress and how you do in the future, friend.
Cool.
So
Is there
let me see. How can people like find out about you? You want to plug like Twitter and your website, maybe?
Yeah, sure. My Twitter is HL_jab, and also our team's website just went up yesterday, hearthlytics.com. There'll be regular content soon, a lot from me, so check that out.
Will do.
We'll put it on the show notes as well for our listeners. So
I'll throw in a link.
Thanks.
Will do. All right. So Is that the cover it for this evening's session, friend?
I think so. I think we covered it all. For people, they can find us at hearthcoach.net. We are on Twitter at HearthCoach, Facebook at HearthCoach. The email is hearthcoachpodcast@gmail.com, where you can write in and we'll uh, answer your questions. We'll mention it on the show. And also keep the reviews coming. We got some more. We didn't talk about it because we wanted to be sensitive to Jab's time, but we'll cover that on the next time.
Yep.
So, so I think
Yeah.
that's basically it.
Yeah, I think we're good, friends. So thanks
Right.
again, Jab, for coming tonight. Thanks to all our listeners, and good luck getting to Legend.
Good luck, everybody.